The anti-aging and life extension communities can be so focused on physical health and well-being that it's all too easy to lose sight of the importance of brain health and brain aging. Not only should it be of high priority, if neglected, then the consequences in later life can be all too horrible to imagine. To put it bluntly, it doesn't matter how fit and healthy your body is if your brain health is in decline, because when your brain function goes, you're as good as dead. Now, I'm pretty sure that most of you watching this presentation will likely have had to deal with the harsh reality of a family member suffering from dementia, or at least witness the condition's shocking deleterious effects in someone you know. I myself am still coming to terms with the painful decline in my own mother's health, a direct result of rapid onset dementia. And as many of you will be aware, the decline from this disease can be shockingly fast. Now, it pains me greatly, as I'm sure it does you, to witness anyone suffer dementia's cruel effects. Thankfully, however, there is so much we can do to decrease our own chances of falling foul of this devastating disease. Of course, it first starts with lifestyle optimization. No supplement or pharmaceutical is going to provide its full potential benefits unless we first recognize that a healthy lifestyle is the foundation of brain health and subsequent dementia protection. This begins with a healthy diet in combination with regular exercise and consistent quality sleep. And of course, equally important is an abstinence from smoking, excessive alcohol consumption, and the avoidance of any personal care products tainted with toxic chemicals, in particular antiperspirants containing aluminium. Cover those bases and you have a solid foundation on which you can build the optimal dementia prevention brain supplement stack. I commenced taking the first incarnation of my brain supplement stack way back in 2010, and since then it's gone through several updates as new compounds have become available. The current version is, I believe, the most powerful dementia prevention protocol currently available. It's based on solid science, and during those past 13 years I've experienced not a single negative side effect. Now aged 63, I've retained clear memory recall, fast reaction times, good general mood, and I never experienced depression. The stack consists of 9 over-the-counter supplements and 1 prescription medication. Now, the pharmaceutical in question is prescribed off-label under the supervision of my medical doctor. I won't be going into any great detail on each supplement, rather I'll simply be outlining my reasons for taking it and my current dosage. There are already detailed videos on this channel for some of the supplements listed, and for those not yet covered, I'll be doing so soon. So make sure you subscribe to the channel if you want to receive notifications of those. Now let's get straight to the stack and kick off with supplement number 1. And by the way, I've left the pharmaceutical to last on the list. The first supplement on the list is vinpocetine. It's a synthetic alkaloid that's derived from vincamine, which is a component of the periwinkle plant, and it was first introduced into clinical practice in Hungary back in 1978. It's since been used throughout Asia and Europe for the prevention and treatment of stroke, senile dementia, and memory issues related to normal aging. Vinpocetine functions to improve cerebral blood flow, increases mitochondrial function, and improves glucose and oxygen utilization by the brain. No significant side effects or toxicity have been reported at therapeutic doses, and is generally considered safe for long-term use. I take 20 mg per day, and since it's a short half-life, I split this dosage 10 mg AM, 10 mg PM. Also, it must be taken with a meal, otherwise bioavailability will be very low. Now, several supplement brands do carry a vinpocetine product, and I currently use Life Extension's 10 mg capsule offering, which I believe to be the best available. However, if I ever come across a vinpocetine product that doesn't use fillers in their capsule, then I'll likely switch. You can see my in-depth presentation on this supplement elsewhere on the channel, so I recommend that you watch this for a full explanation of TMG's many beneficial effects. But for now, I'll just briefly outline its neurological benefits. Studies have linked high levels of the amino acid homocysteine to Alzheimer's disease, so keeping levels in check may be an essential strategy in the avoidance of dementia in later life. Studies have consistently found that supplementation with TMG can reliably reduce elevated blood levels of homocysteine, and it does so through the process of remethylation. TMG also increases the body's levels of SAMe, which in turn helps produce serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine. as a result supporting neurotransmitter balance and promoting good mental health. Now, I take 2 grams daily, split AM/PM, and I currently use the TMG offering from the aging research company Do Not Age, as I especially like the fact that the capsules contain no fillers. Studies have found that relative to their age group, Alzheimer's patients produce lower than average amounts of the hormone melatonin. In my opinion, this alone is sufficient reason for anyone in a high-risk age group to supplement with a low dose of this hormone, even in the absence of any sleep issues. Now, most of us are aware of melatonin's essential role in getting us to sleep at night and in the maintenance of the body's natural circadian rhythm. However, in reality, it has many other roles that are often overlooked. For example, melatonin is an extremely powerful antioxidant and one of the very few that can penetrate into the cell's mitochondria, which is the part of the cell which contains its own DNA. Melatonin also plays a role in modulating certain functions of the immune system, and as production gradually declines with age, its loss is associated with several age-related diseases. I take a relatively high nightly dosage of 10 milligrams in timed release form. However, I'm using melatonin for far more than just dementia prevention. With regard to its purely neurological benefits, I would suggest that 1 milligram nightly would likely be sufficient for anyone over 40 years of age, and up to 3 milligrams for anyone over 50. I take mine around an hour before bed, and that seems to provide the best results. For anyone like myself wishing to use higher dosages, then I'd recommend using a timed release product. Now, I take Natural brand, which tests have shown to be accurately dosed, and the product is very competitively priced and available in a wide range of dosages, both time release and fast release. And by the way, it's a common misconception that prolonged use of melatonin will suppress your body's natural output. This is quite simply not true. Sirt6 Activator is a product unique to the aging research company Do Not Age. It decreases dementia risk by doing exactly what it says in the tin, by activating sirtuin 6. Now, studies have consistently shown that the enzyme Sirt6, also known as longevity sirtuin, is found to be lacking in all Alzheimer's patients. Now, I'm not going to reveal any more about this amazing supplement here, because there's already a video on this channel detailing everything you need to know about it. So if you haven't seen it yet, then I urge you to watch it when you can, because Sirt6 Activator has so much to offer those focused on healthy life extension that you'd be crazy to overlook it. Centrophenoxine is a powerful nootropic compound, and it's been extremely well studied over several decades. I'll be doing an in-depth presentation on it soon, but for now, here's a brief explanation of my reasons for using it. By reducing elevated levels of lipofuscin, centrophenoxine reduces damage that's been caused to nerve cells due to the aging process. Lipofuscin is a yellow-brown pigment known as a wear and tear pigment, and is found in the brain, liver, kidneys, heart, retina, adrenals, and nerve cells. Now, with advancing age, we experience an excessive accumulation of lipofuscin, and this has been linked to age-related neurological disease. Studies have shown centrophenoxine to be highly effective at detoxing the brain and indeed cells throughout the body, and it does so by lowering those damaging elevated lipofuscin levels. I'll be doing a dedicated centrophenoxine video soon, and I'll be covering several other benefits, as well as my long-term experiences using the compound. Now, dosage-wise, I take 500 milligrams in the morning and 250 milligrams in the evening. I take it in powder form mixed with water, although capsule products are available. I currently have no brand preference, however I always look for a competitively priced, third-party lab-tested product. Urolithin A is a supplement that I covered very recently on this channel, so please see that video for a full explanation of the many benefits of this anti-aging supplement. Here I'll just briefly outline its neurological benefits. One of the early signs of Alzheimer's disease is mitochondrial dysfunction within the brain. Urolithin A can easily cross the blood-brain barrier, where it then proceeds to exert its powerful antioxidant, anti-inflammatory and mitophagy effects, thereby reducing neuroinflammation and improving mitochondrial function within the brain. It's also been shown to promote the generation of new neurons in the hippocampus and can reduce damage in the brain following a stroke. Now, dosage-wise, I take 1 gram per day, split 500 milligrams AM, 500 milligrams PM. I currently use the pure Urolithin A product from Do Not Age, which comes in 250 milligram filler-free capsules. As well as being third-party lab tested, it's also the most competitively priced. Acetyl-L-carnitine, or ALCAR for short, increases the efficiency of mitochondrial energy production in the brain and supports overall mitochondrial health, which in turn reduces both oxidative damage and inflammation. Research has also shown that ALCAR can improve cognitive function, particularly in people who are starting to experience age-related decline. I use a pure powder version of this product from the brand Now Foods. Now this works out a lot cheaper and avoids fillers, although capsules are also available from several brands. Now I take 500mg AM, 500mg PM, and I cycle its use 1 month on, 1 month off. Now I do so because ALCAR actually continues to improve neurological function long after intake has ceased. Not only does this intermittent use save money, it may actually improve the long-term effectiveness of the product. Phosphatidylserine, or PS for short, is a fat-soluble phospholipid that's used to support both endocrine and cognitive health. It's a natural component of the brain and it's integral to all brain cell activity. The research indicates that PS can help restore proper memory function later in life by regenerating the outside layer of neurons and reversing the chronological age of cells. PS has also been shown to lower cortisol in those with elevated levels. Now, the effective dosage for the prevention of cognitive decline is 100mg 3 times daily, taken with food. I'm currently using Swanson brand PS, which is not a brand that I usually go for. However, their product is new on the market and appears to be of high quality and is very competitively priced, so I'm giving it a try. Recent studies have repeatedly shown Spermidine to exert positive effects on memory performance in older adults experiencing neurological impairment. Now I do have a detailed Spermidine presentation already available on this channel, so I recommend that you watch that in order to learn about this supplement's many health benefits. So here I'll just briefly tell you that Spermidine inhibits multiple neurological pathologies, including neurodegeneration, memory loss, cognitive decline, and motor impairment. Dosage-wise, I take 16mg daily taken after food, and I split the dosage 8mg AM, 8mg PM. I use Spermidine from the company Do Not Age, as no other brand comes anywhere near the dosage strength of their 8mg capsules, which actually makes it pretty cheap to use. Firstly, let me make it clear that selegiline is a prescription medication. So if you are interested in getting access to this pharmaceutical, then you'll first need to find a progressive medical doctor or a suitable anti-aging clinic that's willing to legally prescribe it to you off-label. I've personally been taking selegiline under a doctor's supervision for over a decade now, and I'll be doing a full review on this channel soon. But for now, here's a brief description of what selegiline does and how much I take. In a clinical setting, selegiline is used to preserve dopamine levels in Parkinson's patients, and it does so by inhibiting the action of an enzyme called monoamine oxidase B, also known as MAO-B. Now MAO-B selectively breaks down dopamine, so inhibiting it results in more circulating dopamine. Now dopamine levels naturally decline in later life, and although most of us will have near 100% at age 40 to 45, every decade following that results in approximately a 13% decrease. And if we're lucky enough to reach the ripe old age of 95, then our dopamine levels will have dropped to just 35%. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter that helps to control the brain's reward and pleasure centers. It makes you feel good, promotes self-confidence, and helps regulate movement and emotional responses. If insufficient levels of dopamine are present, a person is likely to feel sluggish, depressed, and generally uninterested in life. It's therefore likely no coincidence that even the very healthiest humans tend to die at the point where their brain dopamine levels have fallen below 30%. Regarding off-label dosage, that's generally age-related. Now, I'm 63 and I take 2.5mg every other day. I've experienced no negative side effects, only positive benefits. Now in those days when I take selegiline, I also take N-acetylcysteine, commonly known as NAC. This is beneficial because selegiline raises our body's natural antioxidant superoxide dismutase, which is best kept in balance with the body's other powerful natural antioxidant, glutathione peroxidase. Now NAC effectively functions to raise glutathione levels, thereby keeping everything in balance. Now, Selegiline generally comes in a 5mg scored tablet, so it's easy to split the tab in order to obtain that required 2.5mg dose. Although the products listed in my stack are generally considered safe at the dosages mentioned, they are being discussed with the assumption that they'll be used by mature adults over the age of 40. The information contained in this presentation should in no way be considered as medical advice and is strictly for informational purposes only. Now, as always, let me make it clear that pregnant or nursing mothers, children under the age of 18, and individuals with a known medical condition should always consult a physician before using any new health supplement. So that's my current 2023 dementia prevention supplement stack. Admittedly, it does take quite a level of commitment, and it's not a cheap undertaking. But listen, in reality, you can still receive extremely worthwhile neurological benefits without committing to anything like the whole stack. Simply select those supplements that best suit your budget and level of commitment, because every single one of them will help reduce your chances of dementia, and that can only be a good thing. Of course, the compounds listed in the stack are not the only supplements that I take. However, they are the most powerful with regard to brain aging. Lastly, I'll mention the importance of having your basic vitamin and mineral requirements covered, especially making sure that you're ingesting sufficient vitamin D3. And of course, if you're vegan or vegetarian, that you're also taking a vitamin B12 supplement. Many thanks for watching, and lastly, as always, take care, be healthy, and see you all again soon.